how you doing? How you doing? Woo! How you doing? Yeah. So let's talk about the habits of success. Let's talk. I'm going to share this and then we're going to make a start. But I'm going to do this really quickly and I'm going to be talking as I do this. Now, a lot of you actually want to start your own online business. A lot of you are... you know that you have a message inside of you. You know that you are called to do something more. You know you're born for more, truth be told. You know that the life that you're living right now, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You've probably even seen some success. I used to be a pharmacist myself, and yeah, that was a successful life. I had what people would say, makes you successful. But then at the same time, I knew that there was more for me. I absolutely knew that there was more. I absolutely knew there was more for me. I knew that just living that life of going to work all the time, doing the 60, 80 hours, it was okay for a season, but not for all time, not for all time at all. I knew that if I went to the grave doing that work, that would not be me living to the fullness of my potential. That would not be me doing what I was here on this planet to do. That would be me copping out. That would be me going the safe route that everybody told me to do, even though I was unhappy because I was trying to satisfy everybody in my life and play to the rules and do what they thought that I had to do. Then I was silencing my own internal desires, okay? And the thing about it is that, yeah, a lot of people do that. A lot of people live that life because it seems safer. And when you have responsibilities, you have children, you have a house to maintain, you have all of that stuff, there's a part of you that begins to feel as though you are trapped in that life. You are trapped doing what you need to do in order to survive when really you know you're called to more. And so you kind of wake up with this sinking feeling that you're not quite living the life that you're born to live, but how can you make the change? And the truth of the matter is that business itself is very straightforward, okay? If there was no fear, if there was no craziness going on inside of your mind, business itself would be very, very straightforward. You get your stuff in front of enough people, and then, you find the right people who want to buy it, and people will start to buy from you, and that'll be it. You just kind of accelerate that. But it's never that simple, is it? And I'm going to be talking about 4 keys here. Okay, this is the Church of RNK, absolutely. And I'm all about affirmations. And I suppose the affirmation, if there was one for today, it is this: that I am choosing to be committed to the habits of success. Now, success to every single person is completely different, okay? Now, for some of you, if you're like me, you want 334,000 a month. You want to serve 334,000 people. Now, that's my vision. Now, what is yours? It may be big according to who knows who judges what is big, what is small. It may be small according to whoever judges what is big or small. But it doesn't matter. You have a definition of success. First and foremost, figure out what that is. Figure out what that means to you. What does success look like? Because if not, then you're just going down the same trail that you've gone down already, which is just do what people tell you should do because that's the way you create success. I did the whole go to school thing, go to uni thing or college, depending on where you are, and then get your job, and then that's supposed to make you happy. And for most people, maybe you can kind of switch off the inside of you, or for some people, that is it. That is actually what they're willing to live to. But for us, we want more. We want more. And we are blessed, in fact, that we live in a day and age where you can actually start an online business doing whatever. And okay, there's part of me that really does think that most business is going to go online, okay? I think a lot of people probably think that there will be room, of course, for offline business. For certain things, there's no way to do it online. But a lot of stuff is going online. And so we are blessed to live in this day and age where we can create online businesses, which will then fulfill the desire, the call on your life, literally. And if you have a message inside of you, oh my goodness, that you want to tell people about and then, sell your product or service or whatever, or maybe it's your business opportunity, then online stuff really lends itself to that. But anyway, 4 keys. Remember, this is it. The reason why the affirmation for today is that I commit to, or I am someone who lives out the habits of success. I can't remember what I said, but it's because success is a habit. Success is a habit. Whatever you define success as, the success you've experienced to date is a result of the fact that you have habitual things that you do on a daily basis that you keep repeating over and over and over again. And then you finally got to the point where you got to successful. That has become so comfortable and safe to you that you forget that there are certain things that you do all the time. And so when people come to start their own business or they're in their own business where nobody is telling them where they need to be, suddenly they lose that consistency. They lose the habit of success. And that is why sometimes a lot of people struggle to get their businesses off the ground. Okay? So consistency is one of those things you absolutely need to have. It's not even one of the 4 keys, but it really needs to be. Because success is a habit. Business success is a habit. Profitable business success is a result of habits. Okay? So, what are the 4 habits I feel that you must have in place in order for you to have a profitable, successful online business, selling your services, selling your products, selling your whatever it is, and I don't care where you are on the planet, you can do this as well, okay? Because the joys of the internet, whoever the guy is that shared the internet with the world, thank Jesus for him, basically, okay? So, what are the 4 things that you need to do on a daily basis? And I've talked about this stuff before. If you've been following my videos for any length of time, then you will know some of this stuff. But you know what? You can bear to hear it again because the chances are you are not doing it on a consistent basis. Number 1, communicate. Communicate. Are you communicating with your people on a daily basis? Are you in some way getting what is inside of you out onto the world in some way? Are you doing videos? Are you doing blogs? Are you doing live streams? Are you doing advertising? What are you doing? What are you doing to get what is inside of you out onto the planet? I don't care how skilled you are, how experienced you are. I don't care how amazing your thing is. If nobody knows that it is there because you are not telling them, then nobody knows that it is there because you are not telling them. Okay? No one knows it's there. And so therefore, no matter how great it is, just because you woke up one morning and decided that you were going to now be in business for yourself, selling yourself or selling your, personal development services or selling your wonderful deodorant or whatever it is, basically you're selling, if you are not telling people on a daily basis and connecting heart to heart with some people online in some way, okay? And you know what, even offline, I don't care where you're building your business, I don't care what your business is. If you are not in some way telling people every single day in some way about you and your business will die. Why? Because you do not have a continuing growing audience. You need an audience. You know what I even say to clients when I start working with some clients, they're not quite sure what products or whatever they're going to put out on the market yet. And I say to them, you need to start communicating anyway. Why? Because even when you decide what product you're going to sell, if you do not have people listening into you who like you, okay, then nobody's going to be buying. You need an audience. How do you build an audience? It is the words that come out of your mouth, okay? Whether it's in form of you showing up in a particular place because you're going networking or something, or whether it's about, online, it's about the words. It's about the words, okay? Words. That is what connects you with people. That is how people get to know you. That is how people know that you exist. It is by you creating words that puts your message out in front of them. You share your voice with the world deliberately. So not just sharing your voice in any kind of, I'm on social media, I'm going to tell people about how, my dirty laundry and, oh yes, I did no, you're deliberate about the fact that you're sharing who you are and you're sharing your business, you're sharing your products, your services, your business opportunity, whatever it is, you are deliberately sharing it. Now, not every single thing that comes out of your mouth has to be necessarily just telling people the description of your service or whatever, which is what a lot of people do sometimes. They kind of get caught up in this business brain. So there's either the person who gets caught up in the business brain where they're too shy to actually say anything, so then they're not communicating anymore, okay? Or there's the people that get so caught up in the business brain that the only thing they're saying is about their business, is about their products, about their service. They forget that they're humans connecting with other humans. And other humans don't only want to hear about your business, they want to hear about you. They want to feel as if they're connecting with a human being, okay? Now, if you had a shop front where people were walking into that shop, okay, they're in your environment. So yes, they recognize you're a business. But then if you were like that local business person, you knew everybody in your community, sometimes you'd ask about the children. Sometimes they'd ask you about the children. They'd know you, you'd know them. Everybody's happy. Everybody just kind of feels this connection. And that's what people want from you as a business owner. They want to feel some... Guys, if you're feeling me, this is the Church of R&K, right? And I'm Rosemary, Nonny Night. So you need to be putting some yeses, amens, or you need to be telling me you're asking questions or anything. Communicate. Okay? Are you feeling what I'm saying to you? In which case, communicate with me. Okay, so yeah, if you were that local business person, okay, you would be interested in people's lives, like I'm interested in you guys, and I want to hear your opinions, and I also want to know where you're streaming in from. And they would be interested in you, okay? You would be sharing a bit about yourself. They would share a bit about themselves. It's a human connection. And then, yes, you would tell them how you can help them, okay? Because you're not ashamed of how you can help them. You know you have something. You know it, right? You know you have a skill that can help people. You know that you can heal people. You know you have some art that, man, you know, when people stare at it, they feel uplifted inside of their hearts. Or maybe your thing is, I don't know, whatever your thing is. Basically, you know you have something that can help people. So you share it. Of course you naturally do, because why? You care for your people and you want their life to be bettered in some way, and you know you have something that can help them. So in the process of sharing who you are, you're also telling them how you can help them, okay? That is you being a responsible person even. But that's number one. It is communicating, figuring out how you're going to communicate with your people, figuring out where your people are as well, okay? So figure out where your people are so that you're communicating with them in the right place and you're actually going into their world. And then going to number two here, the second key here is that you are capturing them into your world. Now, most people are staying in their world, okay? So they set up their Facebook page and that's it. They're on their Facebook page. Some people don't want to do the videos, so they're not. Facebook even gives you the privilege of, you know, if you started to doing a video or you started to doing a live stream or something, they might show it to people beyond the scope of your page. So maybe then you'd reach some more people. But a lot of people don't even want to communicate in that way. Not because they don't want to. It's not even that they don't have a lot to say. When they're comfortable, they have a lot to say. When you're comfortable, you have a lot to say. You are that person who is the life of the party when you choose to be. You're also that person who can be the wallflower when you choose to be as well. And so there are times when you switch on your business head and you become the wallflower. And so you're hoping that just because you set up a page, that people will come to your page. But the truth of the matter is that people are busy. They are actively going about their business. And yeah, they might catch a glimpse of you for a second, but then they will probably forget. They will probably forget because, oh my gosh, the children need me for this. Oh my gosh, I'm running this errand over here. Oh, this person needs me. That person needs me. So it's not enough to just be trying to capture people into your world. You need to first, which is why we talked about communication first. You need to very first go and find out where they are. Go be in the groups where they're at. Go be in the, I don't know, if you're doing offline marketing, go networking where your people are likely to be. Go to those charity events where your people are likely to be. Find the Facebook pages where your people are likely to be. Find them online. Lots of people are online somewhere. Find what social media platform they seem to be spending lots of their time on. Go be there doing something and start to say things. So we're back to communication here. Start to say things to them that will make them, that sounds interesting. I want to hear what this person has to say, okay? And then they might decide that they want to come and find out more about you, which is why you then want to make sure you have some kind of social media platform of your own. So like a Facebook page or a Facebook group or a LinkedIn group or something, or you're on Instagram or Pinterest or Snapchat or something. You're somewhere, okay, that they can find you. And also beyond social media, you do want to have a mailing list, okay? Because you know what? Social media could disappear tomorrow. I don't think it's likely. They might change. It might move from one platform to another and all of that stuff. But I think there will always be some form of connection in that way. Because the reason why social media flourishes is because people want connection. Okay, people want to connect. And whether we like it or not, and people complain about this, people are not leaving their houses anymore, people are not talking to each other, and they're not talking to their neighbors, and yet they come on Facebook and have 200 friends, of which they only know one, basically. But it doesn't matter. You can complain about it all you like. You can. But the truth of the matter is that is the world that we live in currently. And yes, actually, I don't see anything wrong with it. It is just the progression of human nature at the moment, basically. So it doesn't need to be something that you decide that you're going to, no. Don't get scared by it. Don't worry about change. Change happens all the time. Go with it. Understand that ultimately you need to connect with people. Connect with people where they are. Don't try and force them to be where they don't want to be. Basically, that's the blessing of online business, that people want to be online. For goodness sake, they might be standing in on a shop line, checking, or in the shop, looking at the price in the physical shop and then looking on their phone to see whether they can get it on cheaper on Amazon or something, or searching through their Facebook feed to see what friend was thinking about what thing whenever. And it's like, you want to be there right in the center of where people are at, okay? And that's okay, especially if you want to build an online business, a freedom-based business, then it lends itself to this. So you are blessed that you can actually run your business from anywhere in the world once you get your head around these habits that you need to be taking on board every day. And there's no excuse. Some people say, oh, but I don't know how to do this. And you can learn. There is nothing you can't learn. If you felt it was urgent to learn, you would learn, okay? I've worked with clients in their 60s who have never used this stuff before. And because of their willingness to learn, then they learn. They learn because they want to connect with people. And that's the key here, because whatever business you're in, it is about the connection with people. It is about, loving your people, man. It's like when I talk about Project 334K, the truth of the matter is I see as a group of people that I absolutely adore. I know it's not everybody because, well, there's 7 billion people on the planet, so I'm only looking for a very small portion of them. But these are people that I love. And that's why I must reach them, because I know that they're my people and they need to hear something from me. And that drives me. My community is my why. Let that be the case for you in some, I don't know. Yes. And recognize you want to make money. Of course I want to make money as well. I'm all about the because I want a lifestyle where you do live that luxurious life as well as a life of significance and purpose though. Okay. It's never just about the money. That's okay. It's great. But that, you know what, after a bit, money doesn't actually, inspire great things. It really doesn't. People do. People inspire great things. So when I talk about these 4 keys, well, most of them really are about people, connecting with people. First and foremost, having something that will help people. And the chances are, you guys, you have a skill, you have some experience, you have some stories, you have something that can help people move forward in some way. Except maybe you're diminishing it, or you don't think it's as practical as your day job, or whatever, but when it comes down to it, you have something and you want to be able to tell the world about it. And you can, if you get over the fears and the uncertainties and all of that stuff. But 4 C's, okay, so you're communicating with people on a very practical level. That is literally things like this, live streams, it's things like blogs, it's like, it's adverts as well, it's solo ads, it's all kinds of, it's advertising, it's all different words being put out there in the marketplace. Hey Natalie, how you doing? Lovely to have you here. Okay, so that is you communicating with people. Are you communicating with your people, Natalie? Sorry, you put your hand up and now I'm asking you questions. But okay, so we communicate with our people on a daily basis. This needs to be something consistent. As I said, the affirmation is that we are people of habit. I keep changing it, but we are people of habit, and those habits cause us to create success. Okay? That you need to recognize that success is a habit. If you will do these things consistently, you will, trying your best. Excellent, Natalie, excellent. You will create success. It's just sometimes we get caught up in what's going on in our heads, and that stops us from doing what needs to be done. Okay, so number 1 is communicate. Communicate with your people. Communicate with your people. Even when you have no people, start communicating, because you're definitely not going to grow any people if you don't start communicating in some way, okay? So that's number 1. Number 2 is that you're capturing them into your world. As I said already, whether you call them into your social media platform. It's a struggle sometimes. Absolutely, I agree. It can be a struggle. You kind of have to finally get to the point where you make a decision that regardless of the struggle, you're just going to show up anyway. Because it can be. There's no doubt about that. Especially when you're instigating. Is it instigating? I'm not sure if that's the word. Where you're starting up a new habit. You're so used to doing things in a certain way, and now suddenly you're trying to include this new business into your life, and it's like, oh my gosh, basically. And yet you can do this, okay? And that's why I talk about this stuff over and over again, because I know the first time I heard it, it didn't actually make any difference to me. That sounds like a great idea, whoever it was. And then I forgot. And then you hear it again. Oh yeah, I thought I was going to start doing that. And then you hear it again. Yes, I'm sure I said I was going to do that. And then finally, it's like, okay, today's the day that I actually do that. Okay. And so in some ways, I get that. It's a journey that we all go through, but it's a journey I want to help you speed up. Because if you are that person, I'm not just speaking to Natalie here, but I'm speaking to all of y'all. If you are that person who knows that you're born for more, guys, then let's not waste time. Let's not keep dithering and procrastinating and dilly-dallying. Let us become those people who, of habit, who consistently show up. I see so many people, sometimes my friends even, and it's like, you have such a skill. If you would just stay consistent, get over your fears and your weird beliefs about money and craziness, you would be able to serve so many more people. And I can see it in these people that you are called to so much more than this. And yet you are living just to maintain the struggle. Just to kind of keep your head slightly above the struggle when you are born for more and you know it. You wake up in the morning thinking, oh no, not another day. Why? Because you know you're not in the right place for you. And can I just mention to you guys here, particularly you in the UK, although frankly I don't care where you are, on Saturday, the 4th of February, I'm going to be meeting up with a group of you for DM Live, for Deliberate Millionaire Live, where I really want to help people really hash out their business, okay? So I'm talking about the 4 keys here, but we're going to go into depth, telling you exactly what you need to do to actually take your business from one level to the next, okay? So that you're not, because it's one thing for me to talk about this stuff, oh, you need to do this and you need to do that, but then you go home and you're having to figure out in the midst of the chaos that is everyone's life. So this is not pointed at anybody. Everybody we're adults. We kind of gather luggage with us or baggage with us. And then one day we suddenly realize, oh my gosh, I want to live the life that I'm born to live. But then it just feels like you have all of this stuff that you need to make sense of in order to fit this business in. And this is where also it becomes more of a struggle to do the consistent thing because you already have a full life. And so you need direction, you need just clarity. What do I need to do next? And that's what DM Live will help you do. Okay, so really, if you are available on the 4th, in fact, you know what? I don't even care whether you're available or not. You need to make yourself available, okay? You need to come over to Wolverhampton, come and hang with me for the day, okay? I'll even give you lunch, basically. And if you hang with me for the second day, I'll even put you on a hotel. Ultimately, and then we can hash out your business. How do you get onto that? It's rosemarynonny.com/DM Live. But carrying on here, 4 keys. Capturing people. So yes, you have your platform, you have your page or your group or whatever it is, somewhere that people can comfortably come to. I do think that you should kind of have the social media platform as the step kind of 1 into your world because people feel safe there, okay? They don't feel like you're going to take them off until they get their contact details and then they'll always hear from you, basically, and they'll never be able to get rid of you. Oh my gosh! So you bring them into your world, invite them to your social media platform first, and then from your social media platform, so whether it's your page or your group or whatever, you give them something for free. Give them something for free in exchange for their contact details. Something valuable, though. Just because it's free doesn't mean it shouldn't be valuable. Make it valuable. It's like I do this book right now. It's a free ebook called the Replace Your Income with an Online Business thing. It's called Replace Your Income. And that, I know that if people, even if they just read that and they implemented, they would replace their income, okay, with an online business of their own. I've made sure that I invested enough time in that. I don't think everybody needs to do anything quite so extensive, truth be told, okay? But I've been doing this for a while, so I've written this stuff and I've just kind of pieced this thing together, which I know that if people will take the time to actually implement what's in that book, yeah, it will change their life, okay? Maybe it's even too much, I don't know, but I'm very much about, I'm generous in that. I know there's more inside of me, so I don't need to hold back. I don't need to hold back because I know, you know what, if you really want to take it to the next level, then you'll work with me in some way. But if you don't want to work with me in some way, at least I know that you've come into my world and you're blessed for it. Okay? So then there's my free book. So you get the free book, which is Replace Your Income and such. And you can get that at rosemarynonny.com/replace income if that's what you would like. You can go get that. But this is it. So give them something free that is valuable, but it doesn't have to take you 20 years to put together, but it is valuable. It shows people a little bit about you. So if someone takes the time to consume that information, it will change their life in some way, okay? And when I say change their life, I need you to understand that a light bulb can change somebody's life. Someone who doesn't have a light bulb, or their light bulb just kind of, you know that moment when you switch on the light and everything suddenly goes black, basically. And then you come along with a light bulb, which might seem to you like it's just a light bulb. And in that moment, for that person, it's not just a light bulb. It is actually something that changes their life in that moment. So don't underestimate the power of what you have, because sometimes you get it's almost like familiarity with your thing. You don't realize just how valuable what you carry is. So you start to think everybody sees things the same way you do, when actually you have wisdom that other people don't have. You've gone through certain things that other people don't go through. You know more about your product than other people do. You know more about your business opportunity than other people do. If you told people and provided some kind of information for them, and I said, hey guys, I have a lot of free stuff over here, but if you want this particular thing, all I need from you is your email address, okay? And that gets them onto your email list, okay? And that is yours. That is yours, okay? So whatever happens to Facebook tomorrow or LinkedIn or whatever, you still have access to this person. And that is something you want to make sure you do. This is number 2, the capturing people into your world. You want to make sure that you've captured people into your world. It's not enough just to have them on social media, although you will always have more people on social media, because a lot of people are a lot more antsy about giving out their email address, because if they're anything like me, I was just talking to my brother about the fact that I have like 98,000 emails unopened. I know. I don't know how anybody does that whole email down to 0 thing, because I definitely don't. So basically, I open the emails I want to open, and the rest of them just kind of remain there unread. So yeah, so people are wary about giving out their email addresses, and that's fine. So you have to give them a compelling reason to want to hear from you. And sometimes that is the case of showing up and communicating with them, and we're back to square one again. Communication makes them feel they can trust you enough to give you their contact details, okay? So then you get there. This is number 2, is you're capturing them. And then the other thing you're wanting to do, number 3 key here, is that you do want to share about your thing. It is one of the 3 things, but it's not the only thing. Sometimes people get into this, oh, I'm going to sell. And so then they do that and they chase everyone away. That's one thing that can happen. But for a lot of people, a lot of spirit-driven entrepreneurial leaders, the problem is the opposite thing. I have to sell. Like, I don't want to, so I'm going to run away. I'm just going to share inspiration for the rest of my life. I'll just share lots of inspiration, inspire the world, but nobody's buying anything because I am not telling them that I can help them in a more deeper way. I'm not showing them my product. I'm not telling them about my service because I'm too scared that if I mention it, they'll all hate me. And I just want to inspire the world. Yeah, that's all well and good, but you know what? Even spirit-driven entrepreneurial leaders need to eat. So we need to get over any kind of crazy internal nonsense around money, okay? Around asking for the sale. You do need to ask for the sale. You need to be very clear about what it is that you're doing. You need to tell people so there's no doubt in their mind, okay? Because some people do this whole, I'm going to build an audience and build millions of people onto their platform. They never mention anything for sale. And then one day they decide, I'm now going to monetize my audience, basically. And then they start trying to mention something for sale. And everybody's just like, what is going on here? And either they leave or they start to insult you, basically. And then you start to get angry because you've invested your time and energy trying to build this audience and giving them free stuff. And now they don't want to buy anything from you. That's because you never told them. You weren't real with them, okay? You weren't real with them. And so, yeah, they don't like it. They don't like it. It feels dishonest because it was dishonest. You didn't tell them the real reason why they were coming. You weren't clear. You were worried that people wouldn't like you. And so you tried to attract everybody. And most of those people are not even your people. Okay, so you're better off from the very get-go being sure to tell people what you're about. Okay, in everything, not just, I'm just going to sell my stuff, but you're also telling them about you. You're sharing who you are, but you're making sure that it is clear. That actually, if you really want to step up to the next level in whatever it is, then this is how I can help you. Of course, you're free to, we can build a relationship-ish, but when it comes down to it, if you're really ready then you need to take the next step with me, basically, or this is exactly what you need to do. And you need to be very specific about what they need to do. For instance, I told you about DM Live there. I'm telling you very specifically, you need to go to rosemarynonnynight.com/DM Live to get your ticket to Wolverhampton. I'm telling you quite blatantly right now, basically, because I do know that, yeah, I can talk you through the 4 keys right here. You can even go and get the your income book. But there is nothing like being in a room with me where I'm looking at your particular stuff and telling you exactly what to do. Nothing like that, okay? So the only way to get that is to choose that you're going to come to Deliberate Millionaire Live on the 4th of February. You want to come, really? Basically. I definitely want to see some of you there if you are my people. I don't want everybody on the planet there, but I do want certain people there. Why? Because it's my call and it's also fun. It's great fun. I love hanging out with people and we talk through all of this stuff in a lot more detail. But anyway, so that's the thing. You need to be very clear with people exactly what it is that you're helping them with and tell them exactly what to do to go get it. You don't just send them to your website as well, your wonderful website that you spent lots of money putting together and maybe even took you a year before you even launched your business because you spent so much money on that website. I know you're very proud of it, but if you just send somebody to your front page, nobody knows what they're doing there. So you need to be very specific about where you're sending them, what products particularly you want them to look at, all of that stuff. Be very specific. As I said earlier, people are busy, people are distracted, they have a lot on their plates, just the same as you do. So be very specific about what you want people to do. Tell them exactly what you want them to do and tell them again and again and again and again. And do not stop. Why do you not stop? You don't stop because you know that what you have will help them. Okay? Now, some people get kind of really caught up in not sure, oh, but I don't know if I can help people, especially when they're selling their own services. Then they feel a little bit like, oh, maybe I'm not the one to help, really. And so they hold back from really being very clear about the fact that they are, my thing is amazing. You want it. That's how I feel about DM Live, just so you know. I know that people that come to DM Live, their life will change. I know it. 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 And so I have no problem with talking about it as many times as possible because I literally feel that if you don't come, you're crazy. I literally feel that. Why? Because I know I'm investing my heart and soul into making sure that every freaking person that comes to that place leaves knowing exactly what to do to take their businesses forward, to get to that 6-figure income, all of that stuff. I know it. I know it. And so I don't mind telling people, and some people will hate it and not like it. That's fine. They were never my people in the first place. So in fact, the more I communicate and tell people what I'm like, I immediately get rid of people who are not my people. And I'm happy to do that. You want to only speak to your people. Sometimes people try and hold back because you don't want to chase people away. They were not your people. If you can chase somebody away, they weren't yours. They weren't yours in the first place. So let them go so that you can speak to the ones whose hearts align with yours. Okay? 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 So yes, you need to close. You need to ask for the sale on a regular basis. And it doesn't need to be a horrible thing. You know that you have something that will help them. Please keep this top of mind. That's why you're in business. It is to serve more people because you have something that you can serve people with. So, and do it. And so some of you might think, oh, but other people are doing it as well. Nobody does it the way you do it. Or you understand, you might have the same name of service, but the way you do it will always be different from the way somebody else does it. The experiences you've been through, the story behind the reason why you're doing it is always going to be a bit different from somebody else. And some people will align more with you, others will align with them. So never hold back. If anything, see it as a blessing that other people are doing what you're doing because you know there's a market there then, basically. You know it. So in which case, really go all out. Share how you can help people. Do not hold back. When you get that intuitive nudge inside of you to say something or do something, just do it. The fastest way to figure out if something is working or not is literally by doing it, okay? It is easier to steer a moving car than to steer a car that is sat still thinking, I don't know what to do, man. Although no car really thinks, but you know what I mean, okay? So you need to be doing those 3 things so far. Communicate, capture, close. Communicate, capture, close. These need to become habits. Remember, you are a person of habit, and your habits create success. I am a person of habit. My habits create success, okay? Affirm it and affirm it and affirm it. This is the Church of RNK after all. We affirm this stuff. I am a person of habit, and my habits create success. I discard any habits that do not create success. I discard any habits that keep me stuck in place. I choose habits that take me in the direction that I want to go. Communicate, capture, close. Communicate, capture, close. Communicate, capture, close. These things need to be happening every single day in some way, simultaneously, not sequentially. Okay? You don't do one and then the next and then the next. You do them all at the same time. You'll be doing them all consistently. Okay? And the fourth key here, which I've alluded to already, but the fourth key here is, honey, you need to manage your mind. More than anything, what will stop you will be what is going on in your mind. Your self-talk will keep you going, or it will stop you in your tracks. If your self-talk is permanently about how, everybody else is selling what I'm selling, I think the market is saturated, I'm not really sure that this is going to work anymore. If only I had started about 10 years ago, then maybe it would be working for me now, but maybe I should just go back to the job, and all of that is going on in your head, honey. Your actions are going to follow what is going on in there, okay? Or maybe you're telling yourself that you're not good enough, you're not cut out for business, nobody else is doing business. That is going to be a plague in your actions. It's going to stop you from taking the action you need to take to get the results that you want to get. Or maybe you're telling yourself, who knows what you're telling yourself? If you're telling yourself anything that holds you back from going forward, it needs to be managed. And it doesn't need to be managed. It just needs to be discarded. Okay? It needs to be discarded and replaced with something more empowering. For instance, what I have is pretty dang amazing, and everybody needs to hear about it. That kind of a belief will get you taking massive amounts of action. Massive amount of action. And you know what? To change your life in the way that you want, to create a freedom lifestyle where you are making money from being yourself, honey, it will take a massive amount of action. So you do not have room for your brain to be telling you that somehow you are not worthy, or that you cannot have this stuff, or that because you've not done it before, it means you cannot do it. What does that even mean? Really? There are lots of things you hadn't done before until you started doing them. So yet, you will allow this nonsense going on in your brain to stop you? Are you kidding me? Are you leader or are you wimp? Honey, warrior or warrior? Which one is it? Because honey, if you are here to impact people, there is no room for this kind of crazy thinking. You are born for more, honey. But you only get that more by stepping the heck up, okay? Being the leader, not just in the comfortable places, not just when you feel good, but even when you feel uncomfortable, you get comfortable with being uncomfortable because you are called to more, okay? You are a leader. Yes, you want so much more. You do. And you can have all of that. If you can envision it, you can have it if you will just discard some of the crazy going on, okay? We're all a little bit crazy. But you have to choose a crazy that empowers you and pushes you forward, not a crazy that keeps you down, okay? Because, you're thinking in your head, if I say this or don't say the other, I'll have this person thinking this of me or whatever. Are these people your people? Have they bought anything from you? Are they likely to ever buy from you? Then why the heck do you care what they think of you? And yet, for most of you listening to me, that will be one of the things that holds you back no end. You're worried about what your religious friends will say about you if you started to say what you really felt. You're worried about what your regular friends would say about you if you started to say what you really felt. You're worried about what your boss will say about you, your children will say about you, your parents will say about you, your this will say about... When really, when it comes down to it, They may say whatever they want to say to start with, but I can tell you from experience that when you get the success that you envision in your head, I promise you everybody will be asking you how you did it. Everybody will be trying to figure out how they can get back in good terms with you so that they can, pick your brain or something. So right now, forget what people think. They're trying to keep you safe. Some of them just don't want you to prosper. Basically, whichever way, it doesn't even matter. What matters is, what do you want to be able to say about your life when you come to the end? Okay? That's all that matters. Do you want to have spent your whole life living to a smaller version of yourself, or do you want to know that you played full out and that you got the dreams inside of your heart because you woke up and stopped living to the crazy negative thinking that plagues your mind? Are you ready to, there's this awesome book that everybody just needs to read, which is The Big Leap. Are you ready to take your big leap from a place of plain old excellence to a place of genius, where you're literally living to the fullness of your potential? You wake up in the morning and you get to do the things that you're here to do. That can be your life. And thank the Lord, man, we can even have a freedom lifestyle where we can do it from anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. With an online business, you can be free. It is possible for you, honey. Those things that you think about, dream about, want, is possible for you. 4 keys. Communicate, capture, close, manage your mind. You do those 4 things every single day. I promise you, you will be in a different place this time next year. The year after that, even more. And it will just get better and better. Okay, you will have your ups and downs. There's no doubt about that. But if you will stay consistent, your downs will be less down. Okay, your ups will be up. And I mean, it's just like I think about people talking about how, I don't know, poor get poorer, rich get richer. I think poor get richer, rich get richer, everybody get rich, a bit richer, truthfully, because if you look back over the years, you'll notice that actually nobody is as poor, okay? Maybe in some third world country somewhere, some people are still quite difficult. But how on earth are you going to reach those people and change them without you first and foremost being the one that goes for everything so that you have more than just enough for you, okay? Some people say, oh, I don't want to chase after the money. I don't want to be that selfish person. It's like, to me, to live beneath your potential, to me, that is selfish. Yeah, I just need enough for my family. That is selfish. Go beyond. You want to anyway. Man, I'm not even asking you to do something you don't want to do. There's a part of you that wants to be that person. I'm very much about the because I want to lifestyle. This is not about what you have to do. You're right now living the have to and the shoulds and the musts, when really you want to choose to live an expansive, expanded, abundant existence. And you have that opportunity. You have that opportunity. If you're listening to me right now, you have that opportunity. I don't even care where you are on the planet. This page has people from all over the world. And yet you have incredible opportunity to change the world, literally. And it doesn't have to be, when I say change the world, it doesn't have to be some big, amazing something according to, again, who judges, all of that stuff. I don't know. Just you being you, your expanded self. You're here for a reason. You fill a gap that nobody else can. But you have to wake up. You have to wake up. It's not enough to learn and learn and learn. You have to implement. You have to take massive action. Communicate, capture, close, manage your mind. Do that stuff every day. Life will change for you. And because you're becoming a more expanded person, you will not be able to help but impact more people. And that is your dream anyway. So why not start now? Those 4 things. Honeys, I want some of you, you need to come to DM Live. You need to be in Wolverhampton on the 4th of February. It's Saturday, a week on Saturday. You need to be there. Why? Because we can look at your specific stuff and make sure your plan is hashed out. Even if you don't have a business idea, well, no, you have an idea, but you don't know how to actually flesh it out, I can help you. Even if you're already in business, I can help you take it to the next level. Whichever way, even if you haven't done this online business thing before, I can help you use online marketing to get all the customers, the clients, the recruits that you need, basically. So you're not dithering and procrastinating and not sure what to do. Because yes, I get it. There's a lot of stuff to do. But I can help you see which things you need to do. Let's meet up live. Let's do this thing. It's rosemarynonnynight.com/DM live. Let me just type this out. Some of you need to be there, okay? And again, I don't even care what country you're in. You might be saying, oh, but I'm not in the UK. Well, get yourself over, frankly. Get yourself over, because how long are you going to keep waiting and dithering and being not sure about what you're doing when, you know what, the only thing you do not have enough of is time. Money is not a problem because you can replace money. You may feel like a problem, but that's another reason why you need to be at DM Live, so I can help you see how you can boost all your sales. You can get the customers, the clients, the recruits you need, and you can do it from a place of flow, from a place of intuition, of knowing that you are on purpose, okay? Using the skills and experiences that you have, you can start to monetize you and actually put that out into the world and serve some people and make money doing that. Really, you can. And I can help you do that. You come over to DM Live. It's rosemarynonnynight.com/DM live. The link is right there. Let's hash out this whole thing. And if you buy your ticket by Sunday, I'm putting in there as a bonus to you, as there's this program that I did, I think it was just a few months ago actually, the 5K in 10 days program. You're getting that if you buy your ticket before Sunday. Okay? Okay. You also get the early bird price because next week it goes up. Get your ticket. It's rosemarynonnynight.com/DM live. You need to be there. Let's hash out your specific concern. You ready for this? Okay, guys. I hope you make great notes. Remember, you are a person of habit, and your habit leads to success. Your habits lead to success. You don't just keep doing habits that keep you in the same place, going around in circles. No. You choose to communicate, to capture, to close. Much love to you as well, guys. And to manage your mind and take yourself to the next level. DM Live, come and be with me. I want to actually meet you guys in person. And even if you've been before, come again. For one, I've spent another about 50,000 in the last year improving my marketing knowledge and working with more clients. There's so much more to share with you. Come. It's rosemarynonnynight.com/DM live. If you're ready to actually elevate you and your business, you need to be there. rosemarynonnynight.com/DM live. 4th of February. Woo! This is going to be exciting times indeed. Okay. Much love, my honeys. It's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you're born to live because you want to, man. You wanna. rosemarynonnynight.com/DM live. Go be there. You wish you could. I want you there. Come on. Just come along. Figure it out. Start affirming. Somehow you're going to come up with it. Come up with it. Come up with it. Everybody can. If you know what, think about it. Come over. Don't think too long. I think you've been thinking quite long enough. But lovely goals. I'm sorry if I demolished your name. I do apologize. But I'm sending you much love anyway. Okay? See you guys on the 4th of February. Much love. Speak to you again soon. Bye.
Mommy, are you gonna